Hello and welcome to the 2025 Gala Honoree Interview Series. We are excited to be here with Yolanda Lam, who is going to be the recipient of the Resilience Award at this year's Resilience Through Reinvention Gala. Super exciting. Yolanda, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Excited. Can you tell us a little bit about what your role is today, where you are in the industry ecosystem?
So I am at Microsoft Advertising. I'm the GM Global Head of Agency Development at Microsoft.
Fantastic. And that role, I know it's a new role for you, a little bit new.
Yeah, about 6 months.
Yeah. How does it fit into the career journey that you've been on for a little while now?
I've been in the industry for almost 28, 29 years. And more recently, I was doing a similar role at Pinterest. So that was where I sort of built the skills and the tools to be able to develop a team to drive the monetization efforts at Microsoft.
Shout out to Pinterest. The gala is the 23rd, maybe a table, who knows? We'll see how it goes. You know. So you may have mentioned it in your journey, you may not have. You've had a wonderful run. Earlier today, we were hanging out with a couple of your colleagues talking about the good old times. What's the favorite stop on the career journey thus far?
Favorite stop, I would say, my earliest part of the journey was on the agency side. And I had a lot of different experiences early on, from pure play digital agencies to media agencies, but my favorite was definitely MediaVest, now Spark, part of Publicis Media, for a good 7 years. And I really worked with the best people and learned the most in that journey. So that was one of my favorite stops.
Amazing. And I would note Yolanda's introducers are all from that era, I believe.
That's right.
Yeah, it was quite an epic crew back there.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit of fun. Let's sort of talk about what does it take to be on the vanguard of agency development, agency work? How do you keep your knowledge, vision, your innovation chops always constantly up to speed?
I would say, I think the boring answer is that, I read a lot and I stay on top of the trends of the marketplace, which is really important. I think we all do that. I think what I may do slightly differently and more uniquely is that I stay really connected to people. I think people are where I get the most information and understanding of what's happening, all facets of the business. So, when I was on the buy side, it was the sell side. Now I'm obviously on the sales side, and obviously all of my customers are agencies. It's really important to stay super connected to their jobs and what their challenges are.
Amazing. And as you've progressed this journey, you've been on, you mentioned multiple sides. Was there a aha moment, something where you felt like, this is the journey for me. I found a home. Like I love it.
Yeah. When I left MediaVest and Publicis, I was definitely ready for a change. And when I did find Pinterest, it was a big leap of faith of trying something new. It was a startup. I was at a company the size of about 200 people at the time. Obviously, you guys know how big Pinterest is today. So that journey was early on pre-monetization, but I knew very early on that it was going to be a special place.
So when you were there, you saw the full spectrum.
Yeah, that's right.
A company coming into its own.
That's right. So, from our founder to sort of how the business was getting built, our products being built, just having access to all the people that were doing it with the promise of more growth and really hyper growth was really exciting, because I'd seen that previously on the agency side, the likes of Facebook and others following suit.
Yeah, and that was the era when you started there, when digital platforms were not yet foretold and certainly trying to eat the world.
Yeah, not yet. There's a lot of early sort of signals of that because of the hyper growth and how people were using it and communicating, but it wasn't a sure thing.
Got it. We're talking a little bit about career. We're going to move out of this conversation into something else, the gala, in a moment. But before we depart this section of the conversation, do you have a career nugget, something maybe some of the younger community members of 212 should think about, something you learned along the way?
Yeah, I think in whatever business context I've been in, like when I've mentored folks, some of the advice I've given, is to really just stay generous and kind to people. I think that goes a really long way in terms of how we work and how we treat others. I think my relationships have been formed really based on those tenets.
So the takeaway from me here is community building, which we think is really important in our organization as well. You've been part of our organization for quite some time. I should take this moment and say thank you for being part of the board, being part of advisory board. It's really a gigantic community, which is why we're excited to honor you at this particular gala coming up, which, as I mentioned earlier, it's the Resilience Award at the Resilience through Reinvention Gala. It really is meant to honor someone, in your case, who's been on a personal journey of, challenges, who dealing it with grace and coming out the other side stronger and as a beacon of hope. We love that. It's like, it embodies you, and that's, I think, why you're the honoree. What were some of the lessons you took away from that window of time?
Yeah, I definitely didn't choose this struggle and this happenstance, but I was diagnosed with early stage breast cancer about a year ago, almost to the month. So this past year was that journey that I've been on. That's enveloped complications and challenges, but also a lot of growth and a lot of learning. But I think through it all, I stay really true to staying positive and staying connected to my tribe of people that supports me well before this incident. And I've come out a lot stronger with a lot more perspective about what's really important in life, and as much as work is really important in our day to day, and we love our work, there's many other aspects of your life that you really need to focus on in order to be able to overcome something like this. And now I know how to do that. I know what I need to do as I continue this journey.
Amazing. It's an amazing story. We're all so glad you're out the other side of it. You touched on some interesting elements that I think came up a little bit earlier in our chat. Community came up. You used the word tribe. From knowing you for quite a little while, not all that long. I know that you have a really special tribe inside this ecosystem of this industry. It's your WWW tribe.
Yeah.
Did they play a role? How did they pitch in anything specific, or did you just lean on them? Tell us about it if you don't mind.
No, this group of women, we've known each other for a very long time. WWW, Wild Women of the Web, shout out to the group. But we've really been a part of each other's lives through our industry and sort of experiences for a very long time. And the members of the group is always supportive. They're just wonderful humans that's also been part of what's lifted me. And many of them will be there on October 23rd. More plug for you. And I'm excited to see everyone, and it's a special group.
Yeah, there's a little crossover between our board of directors and your WWW squad. It's a legendary group of the most incredible, brilliant, kind, smart women you've ever come across. People you've come across, not even just women. They just happen to be a group of women. There are some guys who've tried to break in and be part of events here and there.
Sorry, guys, it's not a thing. But we're very, very protective of our partnership and relationships. But we love our guys.
Yeah, I think the closest I got even to the group remotely was one year when I was at Yahoo. I brokered a re-swap of a gift from the white elephant party y'all had, and helped Kathy Case and Helen Lynn get the other's gift that has been stolen.
That's an epic holiday event every year that I have the privilege of helping plan always. So amazing. It's nice.
Wow. Well, thanks for taking us through that. We touched on a lot of heavy topics because your life has been full of all the things that build your resilience. But let's end with something lighter. You and I, we're both kind of food junkies.
We are.
Yeah.
We love our food.
Yeah, some of the other honorees love food. Your introducers love food. We heard from John earlier, John Shaw, who will be part of the crew introducing you at the gala. We asked him what his favorite food was, and we asked him if he knew what your favorite food was. So I would like to find out from you, what is your favorite food?
I'm actually switching from what I thought I was going to say. And I wonder if I wonder if he nailed it. So char siu is my favorite sort of Cantonese dish that you can really only get like really, really good char siu in Hong Kong. So when I'm home, I feel like that's the roast pork dish that you can't really make it at home. It's got to be specially roasted with certain types of ovens and things like that. So that always brings me home when I eat that.
I love that. We're in New York City, one of the beacons of Chinese food in the country.
Yeah.
Is there a place people should go to try this dish?
I mean,
It won't be as good as your favorite one in Hong
shout
Kong.
out to Adam Schlachter, who he and I always talk about Big Wong's down in Chinatown on Mott Street. That has pretty good char siu. Still probably not the level of Hong Kong's level, but it's close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. For the record, John kind of went with, I'm not sure, but it's definitely something her mom makes.
My mom's a really good cook, so there's just like a lot of options when it comes to her cooking. So I'm not surprised he said that.
Yeah. John's favorite dish. Do you want to take a stab at what it might be?
Tell me.
Oh, I can't tell you because he said it in Chinese.
Oh, really?
I can tell you that.
Is it like the fatty pork? No.
So close. It is a meat sauce noodle dish.
Oh, dandan.
No,
No?
something else.
It's different?
You'll have to stay tuned.
Oh,
Come to
wow.
the gala, hear what it is.
We can talk about
October
food for a
23rd,
long time.
For a very long time. Maybe
Yeah.
it'll be like a B-roll footage. We'll get this
Of
going.
just food.
Everyone, this is Yolanda Lam, and it's been a pleasure and a treat to sit down for this conversation with you. Thank you so much for being you, showing us the light on the path you've been on, and for being part of what we're going to do on October 23rd. Third plug.
Thank
Fourth
you
plug.
so much.
It's our true pleasure. Thank you, Yolanda. Bye, everybody.